Hello students, I am going to teach you science of class 5th and the third chapter in your book is reproduction in plants and animals. So in this video I will only tell you about reproduction in plants, and in the next video we will discuss about reproduction in animals. As you all know that reproduction is very important process by which an organism produces of its own kind. So let's start. Reproduction in plants. Like animals and human beings, plants also reproduce to ensure the continuation of their species. They reproduce in many ways. Most of the plants grow from their seeds. There are some plants that reproduce from different parts like root, stem, leaves, etc. These plants are able to grow without seeds. The process by which plants reproduce into a new plant is called vegetative reproduction. Reproduction through stems. You have observed a potato. You can find some small dots on it called eyes. It is also called bud. Several plants like ginger and potato are actually underground stems. These stems store food in them and grow into a new plant through buds. Some new plants are also grow from pieces of the stem because they have bud on them. Many plants like sugarcane, rose, hibiscus, etc. grow from stem cutting. Activity: take a big potato, cut it into several parts in such a way that each part of it has a bud. Plant these potatoes in moist soil. These potatoes bud will grow into a new potato plant. Reproduction from leaves. Some plants like Bryophyllum have fleshy and thick leaves bearing buds on its edges. These buds on the edges grow into a new plant. When leaves fall down on the ground, buds start growing. Activity: if you will pluck a Bryophyllum leaf and put it in a book, after 2-3 days you will find several new plants growing from the bud all along the edges. Reproduction from roots. The roots of plants like sweet potato grow as new plant. Activity: take a sweet potato and pour it into a bottle containing water using water. After few days you will find new plant grows from the bottle. Reproduction from seeds. We eat fruits. Some fruits have many seeds, some fruits have only one seed, and some have no seed at all. The seeds of different fruits at different shapes and sizes. Most plants produce many flowers that turn into fruits. They have seeds in them, but all seeds do not produce new plant. Some seeds are not fully developed, so they cannot grow into a new plant. Some seeds have some diseases or defect in them. Some seeds are eaten by birds or destroyed by insects and other animals. So only fully grown healthy seeds grow into a new plant. Structure of a seed. Take a few bean seed or gram seed and soak them for few hours. Now it become easy to see the seed and look at its part. You will see that seed has three main part. A thick outer covering which is called seed coat. This protect the seed from any damage and also from drying out. Seed coat can be thin or soft or thick and hard. It has a scar. This is the place where it is attached to the food. The scar has tiny hole on it which allows water into the seed. Inside the seed coat, a seed has seed leaves. These leaves are known as cotyledons. These leaves cover the baby plant between them. The baby plant inside the leaves is known as embryo. The leaves of the seed has food stored in them, and the baby plant uses this food to grow till it has leaves and it can make its own food. Some seed like rice, wheat and maize that belong to the ground family has only one seed, whereas seed like peas, bean and gram has two seed leaves. The baby plant remain inside the seed till it gets favorable conditions to grow. Germination of a seed. A seed need oxygen, water and warmth to grow into a new plant. Even if one of the three is not available to the seed, it will not grow. When a seed is exposed to the proper condition, water and oxygen are taken in through the seed coat. The embryo cells enlarge. Then the seed coat breaks and the root emerges first, followed by the shoot that contains the leaf and stem. This process of the growth of the baby plant from a seed into a new plant called seed is known as germination. Dispersal of seeds. Plants need adequate space to grow properly. If all of them grow under the parent plant and do not get enough space, many of them will die in these conditions. When they will not get enough water, mineral salts or sunlight required for them to grow, they will fight against each other for their needs and the weaker one will die. That is why seeds need to be scattered away from the parent plant. This process of scattering away of seed to different places is known as dispersal of seeds. Dispersals of seeds happen in four ways: through water, wind, animal, wind and explosion of fruit. These are known as agents of dispersal. So students, you can better understand how germination of seed happen and what are the agents by which these process happen. Okay, now in next video I will tell you about reproduction in animals. Thank you.